Welcome back. It is 7:19 and joining us virtually we have Trooper Thomas Gosson. He's here to tell us everything we need to know about a free child safety seat checkup happening this weekend. Good morning. How are you?
Hey, good morning. Thank you for having us.
Of course. Thanks so much for joining us. So first off, tell us a little bit about the event and why you guys put this on.
So Saturday, January 23rd, West Congress, near BJ's Pizza, in that shopping center parking lot, which is the 2490 block of West Congress, we're going to be having a free car seat check event. We're going to teach people how to install that car seat properly. That's going to run from 11 o'clock till 3 o'clock. Doesn't matter what the weather is going to do, we're going to have that event. So please come out and get your child seat checked. Okay, now there's a lot of misconceptions here when it comes to these child seats, and I know you have some good examples of what to do and what not to do. So what are some of the biggest problems that you run into when teaching these kind of courses? So some of the most common problems we have, and this is things that are incorrect if you want to go by the book and how they're supposed to be installed, is number one, looking at the child in here, the first thing I'm going to do when I look at this, I'm going to look at these straps. These straps should be tight. A lot of times what we see is the straps are way too loose on the child. The chest clip is way too low. We see the buckle, the strap where it goes into the seat is not at the right height. Ideally, I want that right at the shoulder height. Depending on the child being forward or rear facing, there's a difference between those two, but ideally at either one, I want them at this child's shoulder height, if at all possible. Some of the other problems we commonly see is this. We walk up to that seat and we grab it in the belt out, and that thing moves side to side. Mm-hmm. If it should be less than an inch of movement or an inch of movement or less in that seat. Another common problem we see is with people using the seat belts to install, but they don't turn these switches. They don't reverse the switch to make it lock all the time. That's a very common problem. Or they'll use both the seat belt and the lower anchor. You can see I have a lower anchor on this one here. This is actually a mock-up seat that we use to teach people how to install at different events or at different classes. Another common problem that we see, Alex, is the rear tether. The tether is the upper anchor that attaches to the top of the seat. This keeps the child in a rest. This keeps the child from flying forward and then whipping back as much. It'll stop the child from coming forward as much as 6 inches, which is a lot when you're talking about a lot of pressure on the child. You know, so where you install this and how you install this is very important. We've seen some crazy, areas this thing's been hooked on. We've seen it hooked on different on the seatbelt itself sometimes. Just people don't know where to hook it. The most common problem we see with this is that they'll hook it on a cargo hook that's not intended for pressure, but it's intended just for like a bungee cord to secure some load in the back of a vehicle. Okay. But there's from every vehicle, the problem is there's 300 different types of car seats. You have multiple different types of cars, and we've got to make sure that they all work together and they're compatible. Well, listen, I hate to cut you off because this is very helpful, but just one last time, where is this happening and what time? West Congress, BJ's Pizza's parking lot on West Congress, 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock this Saturday. 11 o'clock, 3 o'clock this Saturday. Wonderful. Listen, thank you so much. It was a pleasure as always, and hopefully we will check in soon. Appreciate it. Thank you for letting us do this. Thank you.